All right, here we have another application problem. And this one says a minor league baseball team plays 83 games in a season. If the team won 14 more than twice as many games as they lost, how many wins and how many losses did the team have? All right, so here again, remember our first thing is we want to really figure out what it's saying and what it's asking. That's really important. The actual question here is how many wins and how many losses did the team have? So let that guide you as to setting up your variables. When we're said and done, we want to know how many wins and how many losses. All right, so keep rereading until we can figure out how to set up our variables. It says if the team won 14 more than twice as many games as they lost. So reading through that, I'd really like to know how many they lost first, and then we could figure out how many they won from that. So let's let the losses be our x. Well, they're saying that the team won 14 more than, so that would be 14 plus, twice as many as they lost. So twice the losses. 14 more than twice the losses. Now we have our variables set up, and it's time to start writing our equation. It says that this baseball team played 83 games in a season. That's a total number of games. So the number of games that they won, which would be 14 plus 2x, added to the number of losses, which would be x, should equal 83 games total. So now we have our equation, and we can go ahead and start solving. So this would be 14 plus, we can combine our x's to get 3 x's equals 83. Now we need to get our x alone, so we're going to put our numbers together. I'm having to move the 14 across the equal sign, so it's like we're, moving it from one pan of the balance to the other pan of the balance. So we're going to subtract 14 from both sides of the equation. Now we have on the left-hand side 3x equals, on the right-hand side, 83 minus 14 would be 69. And now we want x alone again, still, is what our goal is. So instead of multiplying by 3, the opposite would be to divide by 3. That leaves us with x equals 69 divided by 3. Well, that would be 23. So remember, we're not done. We can't just say x is 23 and that's it. That's my answer. Because that's not what they were asking us. The question said how many wins and losses did the team have? When we solved for x, remember that was the number of losses. So that tells us that this team has lost 23 games. Now the number of wins would be 14 plus 2 times what we found x was. So 14 plus 2 times 23, which means that they won 60 games. So there's our final answer.